In a New York Times profile of Joe Biden's 1988 presidential campaign, the first time he ran for president, he lied to voters, according to the New York Times, quoting aides of Biden's, about having marched in the civil rights movement. This is Biden making this false claim in 1987.
When I marched in the civil rights movement, I did not march with a 12-point program. I marched with tens of thousands of others to change attitudes.
And the New York Times reports, quote, more than once, advisors had gently reminded Mr. Biden of the problem with this formulation. He had not actually marched during the civil rights movement, and more than once, Mr. Biden assured them that he understood, kept telling the story anyway. That is really, really weird.
It is, and the story was a reminder that in that 88 race, he was one of the younger candidates in the race. He was 44 years old. He was the new generation, but, if you haven't read the book of What It Takes about the 1988 campaign, rich chapters of Joe Biden and others, but it does point out a problem, a challenge for Joe Biden. Has he fixed that issue? When he gets very comfortable out on the stump, speaking and other things, he has tended to embellish. He has tended to, make things sound slightly rosier than they are. Now, his aides went back to say, look, he was in office marching for the idea of civil rights, but was not actually marching in the streets. But that would not fly as much that he was supporting civil rights. But I'm saying that in today's
That's not what the word marching means.
of Twitter, okay.
I know, you're just telling what they said.
Right,
but
in the age of Twitter today, Instagram, there would be pictures of him not marching. That's so you cannot get away with that in this moment. So that's his big challenge.
Yeah.
Can he modernize himself, and has he sort of brushed away all those old tendencies he had that ultimately ended to him dropping out before the Iowa caucuses by because he plagiarized a speech.
Okay, folks, let's look at this way. CNN is going all out to destroy Joe Biden. So is the New York Times. So's newspapers all over the country. I mean, they are looking at this as a done already. Biden is gone. Now, Biden is taking the advice of his wife, who is telling him, you can do it, Joe, you can do it. Now, if he were to hold on, this is not only a guaranteed win for Trump, but think of it this way. As we get closer and closer to Election Day, how in the hell is CNN going to backtrack and suddenly say, Biden, vote Biden? There's no way. This is a win-win-win, all for Trump. Stay tuned for the next one.